cards is a lifestyle. Sports cards and we live now. Jeremy Lee in the building and every guest that you ever needed. Sports cards after hours keep the hobby heated. Updates, hobby talk like you never seen it. Sports cards live and none could ever beat it. Sports cards is a lifestyle. Sports cards and we live now. Welcome to another episode of Sports Cards Live with your host, Jeremy Lee.
What is up, guys? Welcome to the weekly Sunday show here on Sports Cards Live. It is November 30th, 2025. My name is Jeremy Lee. It is the Sunday Fanatics Collect Weekly Auction Ending Watch Party because we are going to party. We're going to party right here, right now on our screens. Welcome, everybody. Some good cards, some fun cards to look at. I don't have them sorted by sport. We're going mishmash. We're blending them all together. We're gonna have all the sports mixed up, and we're gonna do it that way. We're gonna do it that way tonight. See how it goes. Thanks everybody who joined us last night on Sports Cards Live here on the YouTube channel. If you're watching on Instagram, welcome. I see all of one of you right now. Welcome. Come on over to YouTube. That's where the fun is. Best party there is. Appreciate that, D Nugs. Best party there is. What is up, Shaunik? What is up? Dog Food Soup. I say that name a lot. I've known Dog Food Soup for a long time. I'm like, what is it? What is Dog Food Soup? What is? It's probably something really gross. Knowing that guy. What's up, Piper Mac? Good evening. Good evening. Well, let's look at some cards. Why not, right? Let's look at some cards. I have them sorted from oldest to newest. We have some non-sport, like a good old Walt Disney with Mickey Mouse card in there as well. Jail food. Makes sense. Makes sense. We got even the Donald Duck, the Walt Disney and the Mickey Mouse 1931 Wills card that I would like to have one day. I don't have that card and I would like to have it. Maybe one day I will grab one. But let's just dive in, guys. Let's dive in. We'll start with Ty Cobb, bat on shoulder. Piedmont back, PSA 2, 3,500. I just want to check out the condition, see how this card looks. Right away, I just don't love the looks of it. It's a little dirty. It's dirty. Look at that. Look at that. It's weird. You can kind of see some red there, and there's no red. Yeah, there's no red on. There's the red. Isn't that interesting? Someone bleed on this card or something? I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but there's red. I don't think it's ink, so I'm not sure. But all this staining, that's a cool card. It's got a story. Graded out at 2. Another one of those situations where you just don't know that this would get a 2 anymore. But who knows? Who knows? Ty Cobb, PSA 2 bloodstained. All right, let's have a look at the next card. This one caught my eye. Just a card I've seen it before, but I've never really looked at it. 1922 American Caramel Babe Ruth holding the bird card. This is a holding the bird Babe Ruth. So let's take a peek. What's up, Turner? It's a PSA 1, and look at this thing. Just creases and folds throughout. Amazingly, you can still see the image, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this card is falling apart pretty much. It's a PSA 1, recently graded on the last year or so. Back looks better. What's it sitting at price-wise? $2,300. $2,300 for this Babe Ruth from 1922. And then this guy, this looked nice too. SGC 5. Well, it's not perfect, but it's a bit... all sorts of print weirdness going on over there. But a nice look at the collar on Walt. Look at that collar. I guess every era has their fashion, and every other era kind of looks at it and shakes their head like I just did. So I'm sure we'll be doing that on today's fashion 10, 20 years down the road, 50, 100 years down the road. Maybe this is almost 100 years ago with Walt Disney. 550, that's a great card. I want one. Don't have one. Eddie Shore, 1933 Gaudi Sport Kings PSA 1. Haven't looked at this yet. Like, I haven't really zoomed in on these cards. I saved it for right now. But I just want to see, like, it looks good for a 1, actually. Oh, look at that, though. That's like a spot of paper loss right there. Right there. Because at first I was like, that's not bad for a 1. But yeah, you got that paper loss. That's definitely going to hurt it. Still a really cool card. I think it's one of like 3 hockey cards in the set, I believe. I believe that to be the case. 260 on the Eddie Shore. Dog food soups. Sounds delicious. 3 parts mystery gravy, 2 parts horse byproduct, and it makes your coat nice and shiny. All right. All right. Well, fair enough, Chris. Fair enough. Midlife. What's up, G? When hoodies are out of style, I'm screwed. Hey, I'm wearing, yeah. We like our hoodies, don't we? Well, it's actually warmed up right now here in Calgary. Like last night after Sports Cards Live was over, it was like, what time was it? It was about midnight by the time I went outside to go for my walk. And it was like minus 15 Celsius when I walked outside. I did about, what I did 7 laps, just under, what is that? Just about 4 kilometers I walked last night in minus 15 Celsius. Right now it's minus 7. So toasty warm right now. All right, let's take a look at the 1940 Play Ball Ted Williams PSA 3. Above average eye appeal from Fanatics Collect. And this is a beautiful, beautiful card. Now, you look at it like it's not like a head turner. It's not all full of colors, but it's still beautiful to me. Same image as the 1941 in color Ted Williams. It's off center to the left, but I mean, for a 3, this thing is just smoking. Look at that. Beautiful reverse as well. Yeah, that's a great card. Recently graded 1500. I love that. I love that card. Now, before I'm going to skip ahead here. So, Redman tobacco cards. I have never looked at these things before. I've seen them. I've never been interested in them. I always thought that they were awkward, where it's like they put the back of the card on the front. So let's just go in order here. So this like picture-in-picture sort of thing here, doesn't that look like the back of cards from the era? They put it on the front, but the card still does have a full back as well. So I always was kind of turned away by the picture-in-picture kind of effect here. And then I just took a closer look and started to think these things are actually kind of cool, and I'm not so offended by it anymore. Not like I was offended; I just didn't love it. I kind of don't mind it now, and so. But I also did not. I thought it was a one-time thing. I'm just learning about these. Like literally today, I realized that there was more than 1 year of Redman tobacco, and is like how many are there? This is the 52 version. It's the same picture of Willie Mays, and here's the 54. Again, same picture of Mays, right? Yeah, there's no difference there. Of course, the 52 has the orange background, the 54 more of a natural background, and a bigger insert here, a bigger picture-in-picture on the 54 than the 52. I guess he had 2 more years of stats and experience to talk about. But I've never owned one. I may one day grab one. Maybe I'll build a flight, something like that. We'll see. But I think these are cool. They've sort of grown on me. The 1952 is sitting at $420 PSA 2, and the 54 in a PSA 4 is at $360. So the 52 is worth more. I don't know much about these cards, just sort of learning. They do they're oversized. They're big. I didn't know that. Okay, again, we listen, we watch, we learn, and they're oversized. That kind of hurts it for me, but anyway, let's keep on going. 53 Topps Mickey Mantle PSA 4 looks to be pretty well. It's off to the right a little bit, but great image of the Mick right there. I love this card. And look at the red. The red's really nice, except for the corner. It does have wear, but the bottom border and the left border are pretty tight. Yeah, it's got a bit of staining there on the shoulder, but not serious for a PSA 4. When's the grading? It's not a super, it's old standard grading, I would say, but still a pretty nice card. Sitting at 52.50. And here's the Hank Aaron rookie. at $1,675. This is just slabbed as authentic. It would sure be nice. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. Wow. Look at that. Holy, this thing is in all sorts of pain. Wow. So this was glued into some sort of binder or some sort of album, I should say, and half the back got ripped off with it. Let's take a look at the front, though, because the front looks really good. I mean, it's got issues. Oh, look at that bend right. It's almost like a fold, almost like this thing got folded in half, and then flattened out. So, yeah, I don't know. Listen, how much is it? $1,675. Like, it looks good from here, well centered. It's the kind of card you just sort of put on the shelf and behind glass and never turn it around, I suppose. But the front look, I'm trying to like justify the price in my head, and I can't seem to get there. I think it's in just too rough of condition to sell for this much. But I guess a lot of people just are happy with the image on the front. Having some lighting issues here. All right, let's keep rolling. We'll get through a couple more, and then we'll go to some comments. 55 Clemente rookie card. PSA 3, above average eye appeal, 2,500. This looks like an absolute beauty from here, but let's open it up and have a look. Recently graded, super rough cut across the top and the right side. Bottom and left edges are much tighter, much cleaner. You got some problems on the top left corner there, some surface loss, like the gloss, the top layer perhaps. But this is a beauty for the grade. Absolute beauty. 2,500. Like, hold on, we got to look at it again. Look at the clean image too. I mean, it's not perfect. What card? No, very few, if no cards are perfect from this era in terms of the print quality, like the registration, the lack of print defect. This one is just nice. This is a nice Clemente rookie. Like, this is the kind of card I'd be looking for. I used to have a PSA 6 Clemente, sold it a few years ago. This is nicer than my 6 was, centering wise and just overall. Like, this is a nice card. But again, this is also going to be subject to the updated grading standards. Again, well, they did update the standards, but they also, don't follow them consistently. So this is, it does have some tilt. Notice the counterclockwise tilt. That bottom border does get wider as you move to the right, and the top gets wider as you move to the left, but still a beauty. A beauty. 1960 Parkhurst Jean Beliveau PSA 4. Not a card we'd really look at, but as I was scrolling through, I thought that looks pretty sharp for a 4. Let's take a look and see it. I haven't done that yet, so this is the first time. And oh yeah, right away I do see the issues. It looks like it's discolored on the bottom, like the bottom fifth. Like this. Look at the toning on the bottom border compared to the sides and even the top. It's out of focus. You can see a heavy registration problem right there. Like, we've seen heavier, but whatever plates this was really did make his face go fuzzy. You see the blue coming off of his head there, the blurriness of the Montreal Canadiens logo. Same with the hockey pants there, all the way. So yeah, I don't know. $105, so not bad for an old Beliveau card. 1960 Topps Carl Yastrzemski rookie PSA 7. I love this card. This is a card that, like, I remember coveting in the late 80s, and I owned one for a few years in the 2010s, but I don't anymore. This is a beautiful card. Like, it's off center to the right. It's got look at that nice rough cut across the top, just like the Clemente we just looked at. Top left corner, a little bit imperfect, but still very nice. Slight registration issue. Yeah, but some fish eyes, but really you zoom out, this card's a beauty. PSA 7, old slab, $625. I don't know, you can't go wrong with a card like that. You can't. You just can't. All right, guys, I'm coming over to you now for a sec. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Rob Starr, Morenz, and Ching Johnson. So there's 3 hockey cards in the 33 Sport Kings. I have the Morens in my collection, Rob, which is a beauty. I've thought about getting the Shore. The Ching Johnson doesn't interest me. I forgot if there were 3 or 4, but thank you for clarifying. Jacob Dahl, what is going on? Dog Food Soup says it's +3 in Vancouver, and we're beginning to prepare evacuations. Right. He says that they needed the space on the back of the Redman tobacco cards to talk about the health benefits of chewing tobacco. That's fair. Oh, Turner, -24 where you are. Yeah, that's pretty cold. I don't know. I walk in any temperature. I don't care, but still, that's cold. What's up, Mike Double V? Welcome. Good to see you. Laura, good evening to you. Thanks for joining last night as well. And as always, Kinger, good evening. Joe Perot says that Hank Aaron is too much of a beater, even for beater Joe. That is a beater, Joe. That is a beater, comma, space, Joe. D Nug says, is this the section of the auction where you need 30K to even see the listings? I'm learning. So go where you need it. What do you mean 30? You can see the listings. I don't know what you mean, D Nugs. I'm not sure what you mean, buddy. Sorry. The Clemente is really hard to find centered, says Greg. Yeah, I mean, I looked for my copy that I ended up buying. I probably bought my copy 10 years ago, and I looked for a long time for a good one. And yeah, I agree, Greg. It's almost impossible. Here's a 1960 top Sandy Koufax, PSA 8, super old slab, but a beautiful card. Don't get fooled. Some super guys, even back in the late 90s, early 2000s, they weren't grading consistently. So you can find some undergraded cards in these old slabs. Don't let the age of the slab, cause you to miss an opportunity to get a card that is like undergraded. And this one is really nice. I'm seeing some print defect, but nothing serious. By that, I just mean like all these little, it's almost like reverse snow, these black dots that you're seeing around Sandy here in the action pose section of the card. You're seeing some there above the hair, but those that doesn't really bother me too much. I don't love it, but it doesn't bother me that much. You got some down here as well between the A and the S in Sandy, but when you zoom out, it's a little bit off center to the right, but that's a beautiful card. What's going on here though? Oh, this just looks like a whole bunch of scuffs on the slab. Yeah, this slab. What do you guys think? Like, I hate when one of the worst things is when you're just at a dealer's table and they've got all their slabs are just like loot. They're all scratched up. They're in graded card bags that have holes in them. Like, respect your inventory, people, please. Like, merchandising actually works, and even as a buyer, I don't want to walk by your table because you don't respect what you have and I'm going to miss a card, but that's on me. That's my problem. All right. PSA 5 61 Fleer Wilt Chamberlain looks beautiful. Obviously the centering is off to the right, but this card, look at the color behind Wilt, the orangey red above him. Let's have a look at the Warrior himself. He's really clean, actually. Usually you see the magenta coming into this trail here of the ball, the tail off the ball. You don't see that here. It's not perfectly registered, but it's very good. But notice the absence of a gap between his arm and the background. Oftentimes, as you guys know, we'll see a white sliver coming right kind of under the line of the arm through the armpit there. Kind of like you see over here to the left of the shoulder. You see a little bit of white there. That's minor. You see it down here as well. Whereas on many copies of this card, you see it much more pronounced under the armpit over here. You don't see that too badly here. So what else is going on? Something on the edge there perhaps is causing the grade to come down to a 5 because it is nice. Top right corner has an issue as well. I mean, these issues I'm pointing out are not that big of a deal to me anyway. The centering is the biggest problem from just an eye appeal perspective here, but I think this is a great copy. $4,100 right now on the Wilt. And a Nolan Ryan, Jerry Kuzman, PSA 4 rookie card at $950. I just wanted to see it because it looked good from afar, but now that I see it, it's well off center, top to bottom. Side to side looks pretty good, maybe a little bit to the left. Good images though. Yeah, it's a good card. Nothing wrong. It's It's a fine card. This is the kind of card that, like, you know, this is like the everyday collector's copy of this card. $950, PSA 4, good image, bit off center, somewhat recently graded, last couple years. Not a bad copy at all. I'd be proud to own it. 1969 Topps Bart Starr. You know, again, like, I'm looking at cards that catch my eye, guys, right? Like, there's so many good cards in this auction, good to the hobby, that I'm skipping right by because I just don't have interest in them. You'll see some that you'd be surprised I'm looking at too, but this interests me. I like, you know, these Hall of Fame non-rookie cards that nobody looks like. I don't know that I've ever even paid attention to the 69 Topps Bart Starr. Look how old he looks there. But this card is just beautiful. I love it. It's a color match too, right? Green background. The Packers colors, the green and the yellow, recently graded PSA 7. It does have some counterclockwise tilt, but aside from that, this is a beauty. That's a beauty. And it's like, I don't know. I love these cards that people don't look at. Here's another one, 1970 Topps Clemente, right? 15 years into his career, and it's a PSA 4. And I was like, what's wrong with it? I haven't looked yet, so let's discover that together. But right away, edges and corners look really good. Yeah. Okay, bottom right corner does have a bit more wear than the others, but that's like, it's not bad. You can barely see it. Same with the bottom left, but again, can barely see it unless you're zoomed in. And the 70 Topps is one of those sets. I mentioned it recently, maybe last week here, where I used to just be like, "Oh, what an ugly design," but it's grown on me. I think it's just kind of nice in its simplicity. The back is definitely off centered, but the front, like for a 4, this is a great copy. Like, to me, again, from what we can see, I can't see everything here in 2 dimensions, but this is a gorgeous copy. Look at that, 4 9s in a row for all you numerologists out there. 4 9s in a row on the PSA serial number, which I don't know. It doesn't mean anything. I know. But look at the centering. Great copy. Yeah, that's it for $82. That's a card you can be proud of. 1976 Topps Walter Payton rookie in a PSA 7. And let's see what's going on here. It looks, is it just lopsided in the holder? Is it tilted? I don't know. Something's throwing me off on this copy. Just, you know, sometimes you look at a card and your eyes, something just doesn't look right. It's hard to put your finger on it. Is it diamond cut? Like, that's kind of where I'm going with this. I'm not saying it is, but it might be. It might be. I'm not sure. 600 on the PSA 7, Walter Payton. I'd be careful with that card. It just looks like it might be diamond cut. How about a couple of autographs from the late 70s? We got the Harrison Ford and the Wayne Gretzky. The Harrison Ford is from 1977 Star Wars, of course. It is an IP auto that has been PSA DNA certified, a 9 grade on the auto and a 6 on the card. So the 9 grade on the auto, why? Like, what's wrong with the auto? Except that you can't see most of it because it's like blue on black, but the auto looked fine to me. It's a nice copy of the card too. What are we sitting at? $2,600 for that. Wow. Let's take a look at the Gretzky. It's a Topps rookie, graded or slabbed authentic, I should say. And the autograph did receive a grade of 10, which is interesting because you can't see a bunch of it either, just like on the Harrison Ford. Card looks good. I mean, bottom corners have some issues. There's the old fisheye there. This is not hard to see, but there's that little white line right there. We see this on almost all the Topps copies. This one is not perfectly registered. Topps usually is better registered than this. You can see the yellow fringe coming off the magenta and the word Oilers. You can see it coming into the white border there. So again, this is more about having the autograph on the card than it is really the quality of the card itself. And that said, the card is still in really nice shape. We've seen a lot uglier Gretzky rookie cards that have been autographed. So 2,100, I think that's really fair right now. The 83 duel of Mark Messier and Wayne Gretzky. I think I told you guys about this a few weeks ago, that this card back in the early 90s, this card was very hotly pursued because These are both, Messier is an all-time great. Gretzky's Gretzky, and this was like the first card to feature the two of them. It might have been the first card to feature Gretzky with another player, and it was very popular. Again in the late '80s, early '90s. PSA 10 here, sitting at $390. That seems cheap to me. One of my favorite, if not my favorite, Griffey rookie is the 1989 Bowman Tiffany, and this is a PSA 10 at $10,000. Yeah, I mean that's just a beautiful card right there. The reason I like it is, listen, I remember when if you were around, you remember when '89 Upper Deck came out, and just how cutting edge and modern and revolutionary the stock was, the hologram, the colored image on the back of the card as well as the front. Like, all these things made them so cool. The foil wrappers, of course. So at the time it was like, hey, this is my favorite Griffey card. Of course it is. It's the '89 Upper Deck. It's Upper Deck. Upper Deck's like totally revolutionizing the hobby, which they did. But as the years and the decades roll on, it's like you hearken back to the vintage designs. And to me, this '89 Bowman Tiffany, and even the regular Bowman Griffey rookie, they are, it's Bowman. It's inspired by original Bowman designs and poses and photography. So I love that about this card. And to me, this is the Griffey Jr. card that I would want versus the actual rookie. I mean, I got the rookie painted right there on my wall. I don't need the card. I'll take the Bowman Tiffany card if I ever decide to get one. That would be it. Same era, right? Remember the David Robinson 89 Hoops, number 138. This is a PSA 10 at $400. This was the first David Robinson in 89 Hoops. He had the other one coming out. I think they had it as Series 2. And then 1992 Panini sticker foil Michael Jordan PSA 10 at $4,100 with above average eye appeal. This for $4,100, I like, that's just. I had a copy of this card. I think someone gifted it to me. No. I got it in a collection, actually. And I think it was like a KSA 10. KSA is one of the Canadian grading companies that really hasn't had, North American wide appeal, but they've been around as long as PSA had. They've been around since the early '90s. And I think I sold that card and maybe it got $300. And here is a PSA 10 at $4,100, like, 13 times just because of the holder it's in. Assuming that the KSA card or sticker was in as good condition of this. But when I saw the price of this earlier, and it was up at about this level earlier today too, I was just kind of blown away. All right, end of the first page. We have like 3.5 pages, so not a ton tonight, but that's what we're going to go through. So let's go back to you guys now for a moment, if I may. Good evening, Junk Wax Museum. Benny Cromwell, good to see you. Welcome. D Nugs, it says December's premier auction coming. Apply to bid, then says you need 30K to join. Maybe to bid, you should be able to view it, but I don't think they've even put that up yet. So there's nothing to see yet on the premier auction. Is there? I mean, I can just sort of, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, not coming up, not coming yet. It's not there yet. So there's nothing to see as far as the premiere. Rob Star, the Koufax needs a reholder. That's a 20-year-old slab. Laura, every card has its story. D Nugs, there we go. Timeless cardboard. Here's the question, Jeremy. Do you want to collect what everyone wants and can eventually obtain, or do you want to collect what only very few can obtain and truly appreciate? That's a good question, Timeless cardboard. I mean, yeah, I again, like, that's a question. Is it the question, though? I think it's not really, like, to me, it doesn't really come down to a question, because again, we can always come back to, collect what you like. But that is such a high level statement, right? Because what you like is going to change over time. So it still applies. Collect what you like in the moment, for sure. But what do you like? And how do you decide what you like? You have to be exposed to things to know what you like. And in the days of the internet and online marketplaces and social media, we see so many more things. We're inundated with imagery of things that we like, especially if you're, following things you like. So you get to see more. And I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent on this question. I love the question though, Timeless. But I mean, like, yeah, I spent the first 35 years of my collecting having to have rookie cards and rookie cards only. I barely, okay, the odd, like, auto modern stuff aside, but when it came to vintage, it was rookie cards or bust, except when I was doing complete sets. And now like, to Timeless's point, like, and I don't, this thing about what you can obtain and this and that, that's a bit too complex for me right now, Timeless. But I will say that, like, I love the Gretzky rookie and I have 4 of them. So that's not a great example. I'm kind of more interested in the second year. Like, that to me, if I were walking through a card show and someone came up to me and they showed me their Wayne Gretzky rookie card, like, I'm going to be like, that's great. Congratulations. But if they came and if they were really like, here's what I'm trying to get at. 2 different people come up to me. I don't know them. And they have the same level of excitement, and excitement levels are high. They're very excited. And one shows me their Gretzky rookie, and it's beautiful. And the other one shows me their 1984. Let's say 82. It's a tougher one. The 1982 Gretzky base card, and it's beautiful. I'm gonna be more like proud of the person that bought the 82 than the 79. I don't know why. It's just like, not like proud, but just impressed that they're going off the beaten path, sort of thing. Tough to articulate. I hope I got some point across there. Lantern, I have 8 cards ending tonight, all hockey through Fund Your Cards, the Fund Your Cards filter here on Fanatics Collect. Quad Nines says, Joe, Tomcat Sports Cards. What is going on, Matt? Good to see you. D Nugs. So my brother has been grading with PSA in Canada ever since they made that move. He lost his submission. His contact guy is ignoring him. No calls, no emails, no nothing. Okay, D-Nugs, all I can say is I kind of find, I don't take this the wrong way, but I kind of find it hard to believe because Brad, who basically owns PSA Canada, is one of the best dudes out there. And, just ask for Brad. Brad's the best. So I love Brad. So ask for Brad. He runs PSA Canada. He is PSA Canada. That's all I can tell you on that. I'm just surprised to hear it. D Nug says he has 2 Celebrini Future Watch autos and others. Any idea? Call Brad. Reach out to Brad. Benny Cromwell, the Griffey Bowman is oversized. No, Benny. That's not a no. That's not a no. It's not. It doesn't. It's not oversized because it still fits in a regular PSA slab. So that is not. I'm okay with any card that fits in a standard sized slab. Hey, Key Killer, you got the Prism MJ. Yeah, it's a beautiful piece of card collector subject matter for sure. What's up, Found Treasures? Welcome. Yep, let them know, D-Nugs. All right, let's go back to the cards. I think we got to the bottom of page 1 here. Let's go to page 2. 92 Topps Gold Michael Jordan PSA 9. Now, this card to me is really cool. I don't love the looks of it, but it's the first Topps gold card. And all they did was take gold foil and put it over the player name and the team name. And it was like a 1 per pack sort of thing. But you can buy this is a PSA 9, extremely recently graded. It's one of the first 1-3 cards we've seen. And what's it sitting at? Like $38. And the thing is, guys, is that I'm of the firm belief that any PSA 9 today, not any, but like a big chunk of today's PSA 9s would have been 10s 5+ years ago. So this is basically a PSA 10 and a PSA 9 holder. And or you could say all the old PSA 10s were in PSA 9s and PSA 10 holders. So it depends on your angle. But either way, to me, this is a really cool card. And I'd love to one day own one and pair it with the Gretzky, which has the same design from the same year, and get the Gretzky and the Jordan first Topps gold cards. Like, what a cool combination that would be. Here's the Scoring Kings. I just think this card is like butt ugly. I just don't get it. I know it's very popular amongst collectors, but it's just like the image of him is good. I'll give it that, but the background is just, and it does. I know people say, but I've seen these in person. It doesn't look much better in person than it does here. A little bit, but to me, not much. NBA gold diamond sticker on it there, PSA 7, which, you know, hold on. Recently graded. Let's go to the back. Like, this is beautiful condition wise. The biggest problem might be, is there like some smudge on the foil in the A there in Michael? Maybe that's the problem. Nice card, condition wise, like preservation wise. Still in a 7 holder. Don't know why. 825. That's a deal for that card. I mean, this card goes for like 15, 20 grand in a PSA 10. This is a 7 that looks like a 10 and it's $800. Here's the Skybox Emotion Intense MJ PSA 10 at 12 and a quarter. I look at this because I just love this card. I bought a PSA 8 at the National, I think for like $240, maybe even less. Like, just super cheap, and it looks probably looks as good, if not nicer, than this PSA 10, because mine was recently graded. I just think it's a beautiful card, so I love to look at it. 12 and a quarter on that one right now. Michael Jordan Thrill Seekers PSA 9 at $62.50. That's a cool card. It's a lenticular. It's a beaut. It's a beaut. And then here, when I said earlier, we're going to look at some cards that you might be surprised I'm looking at. This is one of them. But this is a 96 Topps Chrome Kobe Bryant PSA 10. Just the simple base, not the refractor. It has exceptional eye appeal from Fanatics Collect, and they're now doing eye appeals for modern cards. And this one is well deserving because one of the things that they look at is greening, and Kobe has no greening at all. This card has no greening. Oh, I stand corrected. I stand corrected. There's a little bit of greening right there on this person's hand, a little bit on the wrist, but that's it. Kobe is nice, and skin tones are consistent and non-green overall. So this card does deserve a premium. It does deserve an eye appeal, a rating from Fanatics Collect. I'm on board with those new standards, at least that aspect of it. And you look at the bottom, look at under here, look at this one here. Look how green that is. You can see it. You can see bits of green there as well. This one looks good. Oh, that's this one here. That's why that one's this one anyway. So 82.50. Usually I think this card, last I remember, was doing like more $5,000-6,000. So this one might be getting a premium. 1996 UD3 Court Commemorative Michael Jordan, $40,000 in the weekly auction. There's the autograph. There's no like mem or floor. This is just a M, not just, but there's no additional bells and whistles, guys. This is a Michael Jordan autograph card. Now, is the card itself made of wood or something? Like, is that what? No, I don't think that's the case. Maybe someone out there knows, but it just 40 grand for a Jordan auto. That seems high, but maybe it's a very important card. I'm just not aware of it. Where's Adam Gray when you need him? All right, Bowman's Best Atomic Refractor, Shaquille O'Neal, PSA 10, 1997, and it's at 8 and a quarter. I love it. I love atomics. And yeah, that's a great card right there. Grant Hill, Precious Metal Gems out of 50. The Metal Universe Champions PMG. These are awesome cards. The Michael Jordan from this is, probably $300,000 card right now. But this is Grant Hill, and you can secure this card for $7,000, which is $8,400 out the door. Planet Metal MJ in a CSG 8. This is a card that I'm looking for in like that 8 grade. Tried to buy one of the National. We were like $200 apart, me and the vendor. I think I forget whether I wanted to pay $800, he wanted $1,000, or I wanted to pay $700, he wanted $900. I don't remember, but I did not pay, and I didn't get the card. And but this card, I think this image doesn't make it look very good. I think it's a beautiful card. I do want one. How about the Jerry Rice Platinum Portraits PSA 10 Pop 8? Where the Michael Jordan PSA 10 Pop 12 or 13 sells for $120,000, the Jerry Rice sells for $1,500. Okay, 1.5% of what the MJ sells for, and it's a lower pop. Now, it's not as nice of a card. It doesn't have the laser die cut pattern throughout it, but it's still a pretty cool looking card. This is the kind of card where when I look at it, I think to myself, is this a card that I could buy now and in, in a few years it like goes ballistic because people realize I don't know. I'm not pulling the trigger on it, so I guess I don't believe in that much. But maybe I'm just a little gun shy right now too. So I don't know. If I was just buying cards willy-nilly, I would definitely be throwing bids at that. Here's a Scottie Pippen 97 Essential Credentials out of 70 at 72.50 and a PSA 8. It's a great card. Michael Jordan Golden Touch die cut PSA 8 at 3,400. The trick with this card is, I mean, among, outside of the typical, corners and edges and all that, and of course centering is really easy to gauge on this card, is right near the middle, there's like a layer, the top layer often separates from the layer beneath it, and you can kind of see a blur on that basketball in the middle, right near his behind. But maybe you're seeing some of it right here, actually. Maybe you're seeing some of it right there. That might be what's going on too. Yeah, I think you have some of those issues going on this copy, actually, now that we zoom in. $3,400 on that one. It's a beauty. Shaq Star Rubies out of 50, $13,000. BGS Pop 3, 5 graded higher. Cool card. Cool card of Shaq right there. Surface is the weakness at 7.5. I'm sort of sensing a bunch of little snowflakes on there. Now, again, this Thunder and Lightning, I'm just forgetting the name of that Jordan card I don't like. Oh, yeah, Scoring Kings. I should know that. The Thunder and Lightning, I think it's beautiful. I love this card. Here's a Shaq PSA 9 at $2,900. Like, I think this is awesome. That's a beauty. PSA 9, Shaquille O'Neal. And another Jordan, a Hardcourt Heroics, PSA 8. This is now, I looked at this one earlier. This is the kind of card that I'm adding to my collection. Well, I shouldn't say like it's not like I'm doing it all the time. I've done it twice with 2 MJ PSA 8s, bought them both at the National, and I did look at this one earlier. It's got these rounded corners. I don't know if that's like a Stadium Club thing in this issue. It might be, but I looked at this card pretty closely, and the bottom left corner sort of bothered me a bit. But when I looked at the reverse, a little bit, the left edge shows a little bit of wear. Nothing serious though. Like, this is actually a really nice 8. I'm just not sure about the corners. Do any of you guys know? Are these corners always slightly rounded like that? Like, were they deliberately made that way? I kind of think they must have been. But 170, what's that? That's like 204 out the door right now. You're going to need to make another bid to take it down, but good card. Michael Jordan, Topps Rockstars Refractor, PSA 10 at $8,250. Love it, because I sold mine for $4,000 a couple of years ago. Great card. It's a beauty. I enjoyed owning mine while I did. On the other side is the Kobe Bryant Take It 2.net PSA 9 at 2,400. Really cool card, numbered out of 1,000 on the back. But what's this, guys? Look at you. Someone want to come in here and grab like what might be an absolute steal tonight? 97 upper deck MJ Rare Air. So obviously Michael Jordan, PSA 10, Pop 2, $82. Guys, what? Like, is this just like, what's up with that? Any Michael Jordan PSA 10 is like in the thousands of dollars, and this is a Pop 2. Why? Someone tell me. Someone say something. Like, put a comment in there. Why is this card at $82? Like, I'm going to go bid on it. Because that just seems ridiculous to me. And this is a card that I actually think is pretty cool. At first, I looked at it because I'm like, that just looks neat with him playing pool. And I got a pool table in my basement. I'm going to go put that up beside my pool table downstairs. Rare Air 1997. What is it called? It's called Rare Air? Yeah, why isn't it coming up for me? Okay, wait, we're going to go to, there we go. I got to check I was in the buy now. So you guys just got to bear with me while I go put a bid on this thing because I think it's cool and I think it's way cheap right now. Place bid. I made a bid. See, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. That's me. That was me from 82 to 84. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Well, we'll see what happens there. All right, next row. The electrifying Kobe Bryant PSA 9. Beautiful card. $875. Wayne Gretzky O-Pee-Chee Chrome Season's Best Refractor PSA 10 Pop 12. $330. That's pretty cheap. Recently graded. PSA 10. Beautiful card. O-Pee-Chee Chrome. That's nice. Now, this might be like one of these cards that had coding. I don't even know. I just don't like coding. But $330 for that, that seems like a pretty good deal right there. Eastridge Hobby says box set card plus non-basketball photo hurt the value. Yeah, I don't know though. I mean, that's still, Mike, like there are people out there that only collect Michael Jordan PSA 10s. And like that's a thing. That is a thing. So that's why I'm just surprised. But maybe it hurts the value so much and nobody cares, like, which is just weird because they care so much about that population. Intimidation Nation, Kobe Bryant, PSA 8, awesome card at 13 1/4. We've got a Patrick Ewing StarQuest Gold, PSA 9, strong grade for a StarQuest Gold, 1975. Roger Clemens, PMG, out of 50 at 9 1/4 as well, and a Bowman Tom Brady rookie card. Now, this isn't the Chrome. This is the simple Bowman Brady PSA 10 at $9,000. Old slab. I just look at these little black notches, and this card, I think it's got tilt. Because, like, look at the black notches on the top. The left one is a bit wider than on the right, but as you move down, they're like almost dead even. So this card, I don't know, something wonky going on with that one to me. Who knows? Maybe it's just the imagery, but yeah, would not be a card for me. Next page. Ooh, 32K. I love this card. If you watch the premiere show, you know that this to me is the best Tom Brady card on the planet. The 2002 Top Super Bowl auto, above average eye appeal, numbered out of 150. Game use football from the Super Bowl. That's awesome. $32,000 right now on that. Kobe Bryant Finest Refractor out of 250, PSA 9 at $2,200. Gorgeous card. And here's his Essential Credentials out of 94 from 2003 in a PSA 9, 79 of 94. Hey, that's Wayne Gretzky's rookie year. What a cool looking card. The colors are they're kind of bad, but they're kind of good. You know, they kind of just make you think, yeah, it's just pretty cool. Like we get with a lot of Essential Credentials. Here's another couple. So LeBron James Topps Chrome BGS 10 Pristine, and here's a PSA 10. And the BGS 10 Pristine also has the gold NBA sticker on it. So the PSA 10 to the BGS 10 is exactly double in price right now. Now that could easily change, I suppose, but they both look good. So even though the Beckett brand has taken a beating, in hobby discourse, the BGS 10 still has some impact in our hobby to the point where it's double the PSA 10 in tonight's auction, at least. Here is a Barry Sanders Fleer Greats of the Game Legendary Nameplates patch out of 7. The R in Sanders at $2,600. It's a Fleer Greats card, which is pretty cool. We don't see a lot of Fleer, like vintage Fleer mem cards. If we turn it over, let's just see the certificate. This certificate expressly warrants the authenticity of the piece of game-worn jersey on the front of this card. Well, that's pretty cool. Number 6 of 7 right there. Like, that's cool. That's cool. I'm not a big letter card guy unless I can get all of them, which I've done one time, but that's just cool. Like authentic Barry Sanders memorabilia right there. That's really cool. Couple of messy mega cracks, a PSA 6 and a PSA 7. I kind of took a shot at this card last night on Sports Cards Live. We were chatting about it. I said, like, it just looks and feels and it just made cheaply. It's just not a high quality piece of cardboard. It just looks cheap to me, but it's not cheap. It's a very expensive card because it's Messi's rookie. And yeah, it's one of those that you own it because it's a Messi rookie. Very recently graded, PSA 7. This one is sitting at $11,000, while the 6 is at $8,750. Here's a Patrick Waugh Young Guns Retro SGC 10 for $84. How about the Shannon Elizabeth Superfractor? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but she was one of my crushes back in the day for sure. So I don't know what product. 05, is this out of a baseball product? But there she is, Shannon Elizabeth. One of one Superfractor. Houston born. She was an entertainer from the start. She modeled. Oh, yeah. She was an American Pie. I mean, that's a legendary movie right there. All right. I'm not bidding on this card. I want to see how I'm doing on the Michael Jordan. Looks like I've been outbid. Where does it tell you if you're outbid? Update bid. I can't. I guess I got outbid. So I just bid again. It doesn't tell me if I'm the winning bidder or not. Like, I don't, because I'm on my phone, guys. I just bid on my phone, and it just says one way, including taxes, 18 bids, extended bidding, item extended to next window. But it doesn't say if I'm the leading bidder. That's kind of missing. That's kind of incomplete information. So do I just keep on bidding? Or does it just tell you if you are the winning bidder or the leading bidder? I don't know. That's strange. Anyway, there's your Shannon Elizabeth, everybody. There she is. This is awesome. I love these 52 Tops tribute cards. Kobe Bryant. It's basketball even. PSA 9, 1250. It's out of 149. But I just love it. I think it's beautiful. And then look at this. Triple game used mem patch. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, and Dr. Julius Erving. That is just awesome. In an NBA game, $2,900. So it's awesome, but it's $2,900. Well, look at those 3 color patches on Magic and MJ. Just beautiful. I love it. Here's another mem card. LeBron James, Michael Jordan. This one is numbered out of 50. And yeah, that's pretty sweet too. PSA 9, recently graded. Really awesome card. Sidney Crosby, sign of the times from 2008, 4th year card. PSA 9 on the card, 10 on the auto, 380. And Steph Curry, Tops rookie, PSA 10 is at 8,250. Here's another one at 8,500 and a couple golds, one of which is autoed with an inscription. And look at this. The gold without the auto, PSA 8 is at 6,000. The 7 with the auto is at 6,750. Kind of tells me that the auto doesn't add any value to the card because the grade, the grade is lower on this one. So yeah, the auto is adding some value for sure. My bad. But it's just kind of cool, right? Kind of cool. All the Steph rookies here. Sidney Crosby, Jambalaya, 2009 Jambalaya. This is the hardest year of Jambalayas to find, in my opinion, from my experience. But this one's pretty awesome. BGS 9.5. I own a copy. If anyone grabs one, we'll be card bros. This is at 850. Crosby honorable numbers auto patch out of 87 in a PSA 10 holder. That's tough for a thick card like this. Autograph, is that scratches all over the slab. Yeah, look at the scratches on the slab here. Just unfortunate. Why don't people care about their slabs? Keep these things nice. It's got that inner sheet that just kind of cheapens the look overall, but a great card. You can't crack it because it's in a 10, but great card. But you could at least, buff out those scratches on that holder. Scratch X 2.0 McGuire's. Look at this Panini Prism 2012 silver Kobe Bryant is at $12,500. PSA 10. It's a lot of dough. And here is the Steph Curry from the same year at $12,000. But if you are, if that's beyond you, like it is me, Patrick Kane, 2012 Panini Prism, numbered out of 50, PSA 10 pop 3 at $300. That's a deal right there. To me, that's a deal. We talked about him last night on Sports Cards Live too. He's like, for sure, one of the top 5 American-born players of all time, arguably a top 3, and many people would argue the best of all time. So, and I'm not going to dispute. Like, I can see arguments for any of those. Kane's a great player. His reputation is not stellar, but I think it's been rehabilitated somewhat as well. That's a cool card. How about this Tiger Woods? SB Authentic limited swatches, numbered out of 100. I believe that's on card, isn't it? Yeah, that's on card auto. Really cool piece of tournament worn shirt. 9.5, 10 on centering, 23 of 100. You got Jordan's jersey number on the serial. Some of you might roll your eyes. I think it's cool. Autograph was graded at 10. Above average eye appeal from Fanatics Collect, $3,700. I love it. I think it's just awesome. 2012. All right, we're at the end of page 3. We're making some ground here, hey, aren't we? Right, we got through page 2. We got through page 1. And we still have 3 minutes before the first window ends. So let's sort of race through that, guys. And then we can go to some comments. And here we are. All right. This I'd never seen before. 2013 Panini Knights of the Round. Knights of the Round. PSA 8, LeBron. $350, but it caught my eye. I'd never seen it before. Oh, I see what it is. But look at the cool die cut pattern. And yeah, there's the pin. Oh, it's the Panini Knight. That's the Panini logo in the background. Now I get it. I hadn't looked at it before, literally until right now. I thought it was a cool looking card. It's less cool now that I look at it closely, but $350, pop 6, only 2 higher. So it's kind of rare in the condition. Tom Brady, Panini Rookies and Stars Crusade out of 99 from 2013, PSA 10 pop 13, $400. The employee PMG from 2013 out of 125, Oscar De La Hoya. BGS 9 pop 2 higher at 725. The Tiger should be next. There's the Tiger Woods PSA 9. This is a card that I really want to own. I could have bought this for $3,000 a few years ago when I was looking. I never did. Now it's going to cost $9,000, with BP and all that. So great card right there. Tiger Woods. Here's another Tiger auto mem card for $3,500. And then a Crosby Essential Credentials from 2016, numbered out of 41, PSA 7 at $280. I have one of these. I love it. I have the both versions of the Essential Credentials this year. So this is numbered out of 41, number 2 of 41. I have a copy. I don't even know if mine's graded. I can't remember if it's graded or raw. I'd have to open up my phone and take a look. But I think it's $280. I mean, God, that hockey is just so cheap compared to everything else. The NFL logo, it does say Barry Sanders, but I don't think you see a picture of him on the front, but you do on the back. There's a picture of Sanders on the back. That's big that he does appear on the card. But the front of the card, like, is there a bigger gimmick in sports cards, like as far as a single card goes, than these flawless things that Panini's been putting out? Like, what is this? This makes no sense. This is like, let's see. I can't insult people bidding on this, can I? Can I? I don't know. Let's see how much money we can, I'm going to say it. Let's see how much money we can extract out of the bozos on a card like this. I think you're a bit of a bozo if you're bidding on a card like this, but collect what you like. Collect what you like. Who am I to say that? Well, I guess I'm entitled to an opinion too. All right. Panini Vertex, Capstones, Onyx, Barry Sanders, Game Use Patch Auto, 1 of 1, $6,500. Now, this to me is really cool. Let's just see what the back says first. The enclosed game worn materials and autograph. Okay. So game worn, that's cool. And the pieces are awesome. A nice 3-color patch there, bit of a tag in there, 3-color patch, more tag, 1 of 1. Good autograph. I don't think it's a good enough autograph. I'm not going to scrutinize it too heavily. What's this here, though? What's going on here? Is that just the design of the card? Or is that the slab? Oh, it's not even in a slab. It's just in that uncirculated sort. Oh, but there's some over there. Okay, so that must be in the design of the card. Okay, I apologize. I think it's awesome. How much is this? $6,500 worth of awesome right there. Yep. Love it. Dirk Nowitzki, Donruss Optic Gold Vinyl 101, $3,800. Awesome card. I love Donruss Optic and I love the gold vinyls from there. Jack Hughes, the Cup Class of 2020 red foil out of 5 at 6.25. Cool rookie year. It's from 2019. Cool Jack Hughes Cup rookie year on card auto with inscription even. 2020 rookie he wrote there. That's pretty sweet. And Jake Ottinger, Skybox Premium Star Diamond 1 of 1 rookie from 2020. PSA 9 for $195. Like, that's way too cheap. This is from the family of rubies. This is a parallel to the ruby, and it's not even $200, and he's the starting goaltender for the Dallas Stars, who are a Stanley Cup contender, like year in and year out. And he's a great goalie. He's one of the best goaltenders in the NHL. You know, I'll put one up. So what? Top what? I'd say top 6. And I'm just sort of pulling that out of the air right now. 1 of 1 on the back right there. $200. That just seems cheap to me. Joe Montana Color Blast from 2020 Obsidian at $300 for the PSA 8. I just had speaking of Joe Montana, and I saw Mitch Grotman says you can crack 10s. I'm with you. I'm with you, Mitch. If like for my cup patches that I collect, you know, where I have like 400 and like these guys here with these, if I bought one of these in a 10 slab, I'm cracking it for sure because I have 472 of them. And they're all raw. I don't want any of them in the slab, right? Just it's not what you want. So I hear you. But I was just going to say, speaking of Montana, I'm going to show you guys. I'm very excited, and Mitch has something to do with it. But I just picked up a Joe Montana card. I bought it privately on an Instagram deal, actually, and I had the card shipped to Mitch, and it's Joe Montana. Here, guys, check this out. I'm so pumped. Look at this. I got this incoming out of 35 from 2005 Exquisite game worn Joe Montana 49ers patch. How awesome is that? Oh, I'm so psyched. I'm so psyched. That's awesome. Speaking of Joe Montana. All right. Sidney Crosby Cup Patch Auto. Now, this is 2022, but I believe this is an aftermarket auto, right? This is not. Oh, no. And the autograph was signed in the present. So never mind. The reason I was saying that was because it's got the PSA DNA cert, but maybe I'm just not paying attention, but I didn't realize that I guess they do cert. Do they cert all the pack pulled autos? I guess they do. Anyway, this is a great card. This is the same as those cards that I collect, except this is one of the players that got autographed. I don't do the autos, and it is sold now for $660. So we are now hitting cards that have sold. Here's a Connor Bedard, the Cup rookie patch auto, but this isn't the true RPA, is it? It's a signature materials numbered out of 99, PSA 8 on the card, 8 on the auto. What's going on with that auto? Just very streaky, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's just streaky. Autograph grading. Come on. $1,620 it sells for. We have his Young Gun PSA 10. These have gone up in value. This is now at $850. So these are back up to like, you know, I sold a PSA 10 of this at the expo for, what did I get for it? Like, I think I sold it for 680 Canadian, which is like 500 US. And now they're doing 850 plus. I mean, that's $1,000 right there. He had 4 points today. Like, it's amazing how him and Celebrini, you know, I was thinking about it. Gretzky, Lemieux, Crosby, Ovechkin, McDavid, Matthews, Bedard, Celebrini. I like to think of things in pairs, and that's kind of, is that the next pair of superstars to be the face of the NHL? I think so. I think it's heading that direction. Here's a really cool Purdy card. This is a 1/1 2024 National Treasures Tremendous Laundry Tag. Let's have a look and see what it says about the origin of the piece. The enclosed authentic memorabilia is not from any specific game or event. I disagree. I think every enclosed piece of memorabilia is from a specific event. The event being when they went and bought the jersey from their supplier. That's the event. It is from an event. It's like they're telling you it's not from anything. They're basically... What is this telling you? What does this tell you? The enclosed authentic memorabilia is not from any specific game or event. It can be from anything in the world then. It can be from anything. They're basically telling you that this could have literally like landed on Earth, buried in an asteroid. Like they have no idea where this thing came from. Oh, the language is just, it's an embarrassment. We were asked last night, what's a change you'd like to see in the hobby on Sports Cards Live? What's a change you'd like to see in 2026? I know I pick on Panini because their languages are the worst. They're the worst. And I want to see Panini have an understanding of what they're selling. It's so offensive. Okay, these last two cards have sold. The Eminence Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, 1/5, 4,800. And this is an awesome card here. This Panini Flawless Quad Tag Logo Man patch, Durant, Tatum, Curry, and LeBron. What a great card that is. Sold for 12 grand. It's great. It's great on the front, but again, you got to look at the back of Panini. Enclosed game use material. So they're guaranteeing it, guys. They are guaranteeing that this is material. That's what that says. Oh, sorry. It does say game worn used. Game worn used. Okay. I'm just so disenchanted that I missed that part. So at least they say it's game worn or used. They don't tell you by who, but it is game worn or used. All right. Okay, I'm gonna go to some comments now. I need you guys to talk me out of this. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, Key Killer. I own that Prism M. Oh, we did that one. Thank you, Key Killer. Nick Lem says, has Fanatics Collect always had 20%? Yeah, it's always been 20 since Fanatics Collect became a thing. Yes. Curmudgeon, what's going on? Got Tilt. Ooh, Joe. That's going on my t-shirt ideas. Got Tilt. Oh, I love that, Joe. Oh, you nailed it, buddy. That might be the best shirt yet. Gonna have to credit Joe for that one. Dog Food Soup, an actual card. Hold my beer. ER, she was in the basketball product also. Oh, you're talking about Shannon Elizabeth. Is that what that card came from? A basketball product? I got to check on my bidding here, guys. Let me see what's going on. That MJ is now at $110, so well past what I was bidding. And I still don't know how to tell if you are the leading bidder. And now I can't even hit the back arrow to get out. What the hell? I'm just going to close the app and reopen it. I think the Fanatics app needs a bit of help right now, guys. It's not making so much sense to me. I can't bid on the Shannon Elizabeth, can I? It's not even coming up for me anymore, is it? Oh, it must have been sold. Okay, too late anyway. I think it's sold. Yeah, it's not coming up for me anymore. All right. Nick Chen, the Messi reminds me of the signature rookie cards back in the 90s. Yeah, it just looks cheap, right? Cindy, the granddaughter, has got you. What is that about, Laura? What am I missing? What am I missing there? Sorry, I'm not Christy Brinkley as well. Oh, that's Lantern. That's Turner's Kane. Yeah, what did it do? That I think that's a great card, Turner. Did it sell now? 360. No further bids. Jay-Z was in 2005 Topps Bazooka. Thank you, Jacob Dahl, on my Montana card. He says that COA on Panini cards is exactly why I will never buy or trust Panini game used anything. Yeah, I mean, I think, which makes me think, because I have an extensive Panini game used collection from 2012 National Treasure, or 13, I mean, NT Hockey. And I mean, they did put out all those prime colors. So I think the hockey was good. I hope it was, for my own card's sake, but it's just, they've got that language has just gotten looser and looser over the years. Double V, does it even belong to Purdy, or could it be a random player? Right. Yep. I hear you, Mike. I hear you. Pleasure point. Joe messed around and won the T206 Cy Young. Congratulations, Joe. You messed around and you bought this card right here. This one right here. Oh, that's Ty Cobb. You bought Cy Young. Okay. Okay. Which I'm kind of glad, because this one was pretty dirty. This one's pretty dirty, but congrats on your Cy Young. From your podcast with Greg. Thank you, Laura. Turner says, my Gretzky refractor is in this auction, hoping for a little bit of a run here. So that, we looked at that, right? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Right here. This one. This is yours. Oh, it's still going. There it is. It's $600. That went up since we looked at it last, I believe. So there you go. And the Ottinger is yours too. Did I see that at the in Saskatchewan, Turner? Did I see that at your table in Saskatchewan, the Ottinger? Is it sold now? Oh, no, we just lost that page. Where'd the Ottinger go? Well, it's going to be on this page, right? It's more recent. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There it is. 210. 210. I don't know. That just seems like a good deal. 10-2 for the Tiger Woods. The Crosby 336. Like, you can just steal these hockey cards, guys. Including Turner's Ottinger here. $1,000. Look at that. Bedard Young Guns were doing as low as like $575 in like August or so, and now they've almost doubled. He's having an amazing year, though. Like I said, 4 points today. I think that put him second in the league in goal scoring, which is incredible. But let's just have a look. I'm gonna go check out the leaders here. Points wise, Bedard is now tied with Macklin Celebrini for second in the NHL in points, behind only Nathan McKinnon. Connor Bedard now has more points than Connor McDavid, 25 games into the season. That's like real deal material right there. That's incredible. It's nice to see. It's nice to see. I mean, especially if McDavid doesn't win the cup this year or next year in Edmonton, which it doesn't look like he's gonna. Well, I mean, anything can happen. Lots of hockey left this season, of course, but that team is just in shambles right now. They're just terrible for, like, trust me, my Flames are a lot worse, but for what they should be with the best player in the world, they should be better. Anyway, it's just a sad state of affairs in Edmonton right now. I did see it. Jordan, how are you, Jordan? Haven't seen you for quite some time. Nice to have you make an appearance. And I mean, McDavid's doing great. You know, he's not winning as many games as he'd like to, but he's second in the league in scoring, behind only Nathan McKinnon, who's having an absolute monster season. And the Colorado Avalanche are way out in front in the NHL standings right now. If I just look at that for a quick moment, we go to standings overall. Yeah, 25 games in, Colorado has 42 points, and the next is Dallas, led by Ottinger, has 38 points. And Colorado has a game at hand on Dallas, so theoretically they might be 6 points ahead as well. This is crazy, guys. Colorado's record right now is 18-1, 6 overtime losses, but 1 regulation loss in 25 games in the season. That's incredible. It's bonkers, okay? Yeah, it's crazy. Turner says, I'm happy that my Gretzky is catching up to the Bedard gold preview. Oh, is there a gold preview in this auction that I missed somewhere? Maybe I missed a Bedard gold preview. Well, let's see let's do a little search here. Bedard gold. I spelled Bedard wrong. There we go. Let's see. Nothing on my watch list. All right, that's the problem. All items. Oh gosh, I gotta redo my search. Bedard gold. That's not one of them. Do I need to go to? I don't know how to find it. In extended, closed. There it is. There it is. $870. Was that yours too, Turner? $870 on that one. All right, let's go back here. Let's see. So these have also, I'm not going to read prices, guys. Look at them for yourself. I'm just going to run through. Oh, look at the Crosby Jambalaya is at $1,000. That makes me want to see what slab mine is in, if any. I don't know that mine is even slab, but hope you guys don't mind. I'll show it to you for fun since I'm making you wait for me to go find it myself. I go to my inserts folder. I have a special folder for jambalayas. So there we go. And there it is. Yeah, mine's also in a BGS 9.5 holder. That's pretty cool. Nice to see it break $1,000. What else we got here? The Stephs. We have one still going. The autoed one is still going there. Everything else has been sold. Sold. Yep, Shannon Elizabeth gets $870. The Messies are sold. Patrick Waugh still going. Messed up that page. What happened here on the early page? Let's see. Walt Disney $810. Babe Ruth this card got crumpled. $3,000. Beautiful Ted Williams right there. The Hank Aaron. The I don't know what is worse than a beater. Like, what do we call that? 900 on the Yaz. 2,900 and counting on Clemente. Koufax, Wilt. There's that Bart Starr, $156, 98. Like, you can buy awesome cards, guys, for $150, $98. Like, you can enjoy this hobby with let me rephrase. I could enjoy this hobby, okay, by buying this Bart Starr card for $156 and this Roberto Clemente for $98. They're beautiful for the grade. And you can enjoy it. Like, that mail day comes, you open it up. It's like, this is a piece of vintage cardboard, Hall of Famers. Like, why? There's something in this hobby for everybody. Don't let all the drama get you down. $150, $98. Like, now maybe only I enjoy these particular cards. I can't imagine I'm the only one. And maybe I can rub off on you a little bit because those are awesome cards. I think they're awesome. I'm not backing down from that. No. All right, let's now do this so we can just have a good look here. So all items in extended, we're going to clear the search. That's the problem. Clear the search. We want to go to this. Okay, this auction, all items. Let's do all. And then, but we're going to get rid of all the non-sport card stuff, or we're going to get rid of the TCG. So this is everything. Let's just do highest price. We'll just run through and see like what the big sales are. A couple of cards at $52.8. The Tom Brady at $38.4. Here's the expensive stuff, guys. Okay, we were looking at the cheaper stuff. Here's the expensive stuff. And like, I'll tell you, value aside, I'd rather have those two vintage cards I was just talking about than many of the ones that I'm scrolling by here. Well, maybe not many. I mean, there's some killer cards here, obviously. Nice pen. That's a cool looking Patrick Mahomes, $10,800. But let's go to what I was watching. Let's scroll back to the top. Let's change it now to watching all this week. And we'll do highest price. And that because there's not a ton. But I kind of just want to skip by all these big guys. Let's go right to the last page. Page 4. Cheapest cards we were watching tonight. $45 on the PSA 9. Another example, guys. A Michael Jordan Topps Gold PSA 9 for $45. First ever Topps Gold card of Michael Jordan. PSA 9, recently graded, $45. Like, I don't think you can get that card graded and shipped for well, you probably can, but maybe not in Canada. You can't. Even the Belleville for $150. A nice MJ for $204. Jake Ottinger, $252. Like, come on, that's just too cheap. This Crosby, all sorts of great stuff. All right, guys. Oh, you're Cy Young. Sorry, Joe. Let's do that for sure, for sure. So we're gonna go to all items this week, and we're gonna search for Cy Young. What do we get wrong here? Live. Hold on. Closed. Oh, wow. Joe, this one here? This one, Joe? Like, at first glance, I'm like, holy crap, that looks nice. PSA, whoa, Joe, I think this is right up my alley, isn't it? Look at this card. I'm not zooming in yet. I want to just look at it without zooming in. The only thing I can see wrong with it is, I mean, outside of the rounded corners, which they're sexy, that bottom right corner seems to have some action. So let's zoom in now. We'll come back to the bottom. Okay, it's got the shadow coming off him, but that's kind of a if you're gonna have a registration issue, that might be the way to go, where it's just a shade of the same color. Corners are fine. I mean, they're not great, but they're fine. So it's at the bottom. You've got this little bit of a crease coming right here, and you got some corner, maybe some light creasing or wrinkles on the bottom part of the card. But like, you zoom out for this is a nice one. Oh my goodness. Back's good and nice. The back's nice. Got a little bit of stain, but that's fine. I don't mind these tobacco stains. That's cool. That doesn't bother me at all. Centering on the back is awkward. It's tilted in the holder, guys. Like, you can just see. And look at the front. When you look at they photographed the front, the card's in there pretty straight. They photographed the back, and the card, it moved around in the holder. Joe, look at that image. Look at the colors. I mean, he's a tad blurry, but like, that's not going to stop you or me. I think that's great, Joe. Yeah, that's that card. That card comes with the my full endorsement, buddy. Absolutely. Wow, that's a great card, and $1,500. Congrats, buddy. Congrats. Hello, hello, Orlando. Welcome, my friend. Rob Starr says, congrats, Joe. That's the way to buy them. Could not agree more. Could not agree more. Yeah, Joe, I'm impressed, buddy. I'm impressed with that one. Absolutely. I love it. Joe's got a good eye. Well, what do you think, guys? It's 8:53 where I am. I think we can wrap up. Unless you have any more comments or questions or anything you just want to talk about, I'm happy to do that. I'm just looking at my desk here. I don't have anything to really show you. Nothing exciting on the desk anyway. Kinger throws a comment. Jay Lee, if the bid comes in a split second after the extended bidding hits zero, that may be the reserve platform bidding as per previous discussions. Not on Fanatics Collect, Kinger. They don't have reserves on Fanatics Collect. They don't have reserves. They don't have house bidding, so it's not here. No, it's I think it's more just a delay in the tech. It's as far as I'm concerned, it's nothing nefarious at all. Turner says, any thoughts on the Taves on Slab Sharks? Which Taves are you talking about, Turner? Which one? Oh, the altered patch. That one. Yes. No. I mean, it says, I think the first words in the item description are altered patch. So that's fine by me. If it says it right there, like if the So what we're talking about here, guys, is I don't know that I've seen before and afters, but there's an allegedly there is a fake patch card being listed on another very famous platform right now by Slab Sharks, and it's was it 09? Is it the 09 emblems of endorsement? I believe Jonathan Taves, and I don't know. I haven't looked into how it was discovered that the card has an altered patch, but I think it's it's widely known and accepted that it is an altered patch. Oh, there is. Oh, look at this. Okay, so yeah, like, so it's listed, and the title, I'll show you guys the title. I'll just show you. Altered patch. Not only that, but here's the card, and then they also included a picture of the original so like that's about as good as you can get, right? If it's, yeah, you can tell it's the same card, just with altered patches and better patches. The patches were upgraded, but it says altered patch. It's the first two words in the listing. So what I think the question is, like, should they just take the card down altogether? I don't think so. I don't think they should. I think the best thing to do is to make a public comp on this card that will live forever in Card Ladder and other places like that show that this card is fake. Like, it's known now. So no, I think it's the responsibility of Slab Sharks to run the distance on that. Actually, Turner, I think they should run the distance on it. I think that's the right move, is to lock in the public comp. Absolutely. So now it's important that whoever buys it pays for it, so that you want the comp locked in. You just want the comp locked in. So yeah, absolutely. You say, yeah, I thought they did great. Don't know why they went under scrutiny. The before it also is in the listing. Yeah, they should. Well, people are going to attack anyone who's successful, Turner. So that's why there's scrutiny. I'm maybe one of the reasons why, but there shouldn't be. You couldn't do any better than that. Pleasure Point, that's Joe. You go in like a dentist, happy with a pickup, the third sigh of my 3-card T206 flight, and yes, the color. Yeah, you killed it with that card. Laura says, so did Shannon Elizabeth outsell the Jordan pool table card by a long shot? Laura, by a long shot, right? Let's see if we can find that. So where's the Jordan? I think I lost the Jordan, and they must have been on the same page. Oh no, there's Shannon. She sells for $870. Yeah, the Michael Jordan pool card probably didn't even sell for $200. Well outsold. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you for joining tonight. Oh, wait. Junk Wax Museum won a Michael Jordan Super Boss. I love the Super Bosses. You used to own it too. Congrats, JWM, on that win. That's really cool. And no other comments. So I'm wrapping up, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight, last night. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Have a great week ahead. I will be back next weekend for sure on Saturday. Sunday is up. This show next Sunday is in question right now. It might happen. It might not. Just, stick around to find out. But thank you so much. Thank you, Kinger. You have a great week too. Thank you, Mike Double V. Appreciate you. Thank you, Laura. Thank you very much. Thank you, Orlando. Appreciate you. Appreciate all you guys. I'm out of here. We'll see you guys on Saturday. Have a great week. Enjoy December. Happy December, everybody. We will see you again very soon. Bye. Bye. Goodbye, my friends.
Thanks for tuning in and being a part of the Sports Cards Live community. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and most of all, keep collecting. More great content to come. Sports Cards is a lifestyle.